Thanks for joining us here on Trends and Friends. We are joined by Miss JoLynn Payne and the beautiful Miss Ember. And of course, we are talking all about maybe one of those special gifts you got for Christmas.
Right.
A lot of people get puppies for Christmas, but then maybe get a little overwhelmed after a week or two of the cuteness. So let's talk about the most important things to remember with your new puppy.
Sure. So let's just start with you can't give it back. All right.
That's very important.
It's so important. You know, you have it, you might have gotten it as a gift. We hope it was something that was planned, but then you get this little piranha home and you're like, what did I get myself into, right? So what we want to do is we want to work on the small problems and we want to set a goal. The first goal is get your puppy into training. It doesn't matter who you train with. We would rather you go to somebody that does some positive training, which is basically we're going to reward them for doing things right instead of punishing them for doing things wrong.
Okay.
What I mean by this is if we're always punishing a dog, they get to the point where they're like, well, what am I supposed to do? If all we're doing is telling them no, 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 then they get to the point where it's like, okay, that word means nothing, it's static.
Yeah.
But what am I supposed to do? We need to think about what we want them to do in replace of those bad habits. So let's talk about some of the puppy habits that usually get the puppies either ended up in the shelter or rescue, or goodness, we would hope that they just don't open up the door and let them go.
We would hope not.
So first thing is nipping and biting. Puppies are always have those really, really sharp piranha teeth, and what happens is it's super cute to begin with, but then when they start drawing blood and you look like you have a rabid cat on your hands because you have, you know, marks all up and down your, right, or holes in the back of your kids' t-shirts because they're grabbing hold of those t-shirts. It doesn't become, it's not very much fun anymore.
No.
So what we want to do is we want to teach the puppy what's appropriate.
Okay.
Okay. So when puppies are in the litter, they play with their mouth. We can't expect as soon as they get home for them to go, oh, well, we're not supposed to put anything in our mouth anymore. I mean, that's silly. They are animals and that's what they do. So what we're going to do is we're going to exchange something for the bite.
Okay.
Okay. So if a puppy is biting on you and you immediately, sorry, I'm going to get my rope here. If you immediately stick a toy in their mouth, they're being rewarded for the bite. Right?
Okay.
Because the toy is super fun.
Yes.
So now what the dog is thinking is, oh, if I bite you more, you'll get that rope out and then you'll play with me. So I'm going to bite you some more so you play with me. So we have to break that chain. And what we're going to do to break that chain is we are going to give them 5 seconds in between the bad behavior and the behavior that we want.
Okay.
So if she's biting, I'm going to, in a nice, low, slow, firm voice, tell her, no bite. Okay, then I'm going to give it about 5 seconds and I'm going to get a nice fleeced hug, something that's soft because most puppies don't like those real hard ropes.
Okay.
The fleece ones. And then I'm going to get that out and I'm going to say, okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, get it. Oh yeah, get it. Ugh. She's like, no, you got food. And then I'm going to play a really cool game of tug with her. I'm going to snack her on the side and we're going to play a game. And then I'm going to throw the tug to the side.
Okay.
Well, the tug is only fun when it's being played with.
True.
So they're going to chase it and they're going to go meh, so you can pick it up and put it back for later. So every time that they go to bite you, you're going to correct them.
And
nice
then
tone.
give them a
Wait
reward.
5 seconds. So what are we teaching them? We're teaching them what we want you to do is bring me a toy. I'm going to play a toy with you instead of biting me.
Okay. Now, of course, you guys have so many tips on Rocking Paws Facebook
do.
page. And, you know, not only do you have the tips there, but you have the tips in your many, many, many classes that you offer. Talk real fast about the classes that you have coming up and how you sign up.
Sure. We have 2 puppy classes coming up on the 8th and the 22nd. Those are both on Tuesday nights. I have one at 7 and one at 6. Classes are 9 weeks long for $125 for the whole 9 weeks. And then, of course, if classes don't fit into your schedule, we have tons of videos on the Rocking Paw Dog Training Facebook page. There's a whole puppy series on there for them.
Wonderful. And, of course, they have kennels as well. So if you need to deposit your puppy in a safe place while you go on vacation, they're the place to go. The information is on the screen. And of course, one more quick note, you have your new adventure club that just started.
We do.
Tell people where they can find information on that.
It's Rocking Paw Adventure Club, and it's all about getting out and doing fun things with your dogs. And get on there and we'll tell you all about it. Also, January and February, we have a board and train special. You save $90 per week on 7-day training, and I train them for you.
Very nice. Thank you so much for joining us today.
You.
And of course, you can always find their information on their Facebook page. Coming up next, details on a new art exhibit. Stay tuned.